So in this video, I'm just going to go over and show you how I build my local content engine sites out. And this one, I'm going to be using a Gutenberg theme from using GeneratePress, just as I always do. And in a different video, I'll actually show you how I built the theme up so that you can sort of use something similar. Obviously, if you use something different like Elementor or anything like that, you can still build them up so they use the same sort of thing. You just need to build your heading up and your footer, and the rest will be taken care of by the local content engine, putting the content in, and then you can just adapt it as and when it starts to rank to make it look better. Okay, so first off, I've got this little checklist which I go through, which basically allows me to actually do it. So first off, got restore from base site, which I've already done. Do all the updates, connect it to Xaggio. So if we go to here, this is my site I'm going to be doing. Now at the moment, as you can see, the last site which I used it for was a home security one. But now I'm converting this now into a pest control one. So we're going to change it all around. So I've downloaded from my base sites because I use Updraft Plus. Dead easy, and I have a base site. Oops, we've got all folders in. Just delete them. So I have a base site, which is base sites blank three local content. Okay, so that just basically downloads it all. So I've downloaded that. That was the first step. I've updated all of the plugins and things. So then it comes back. So connect it to Xaggio. So make sure it's connected to Xaggio. So go to dashboard. It's not connected, so let's click here to connect it. Confirm. Obviously, if you don't use Xaggio, you won't need to do this step, but I use Xaggio for all my SEO stuff. And I'll be showing you, like in later videos, as these get indexed and things like that, how I use Xaggio to actually do all the SEO on them. So that's my Xaggio setup. So I want to go to Xaggio settings, do the troubleshooting, and do the force enable SEO. So we go to Xaggio settings, and go to troubleshooting. And that just fixes like sort of any stuff on your server which could give Xaggio some issues. Then I go to SEO settings, make sure force enable Xaggio is on, go into my taxonomies and make sure I've got that on, my posts. Okay, now these, they're turned off, authors turned off, archives turned off, archive posts off, and not found off. So don't want them. I don't want any of these being indexed, so just make sure they're all off. Now menu, post tag. Now I can leave the tags on because I might decide to do some actual posts. And the same with the category and the pages once well. So they're all done. So it's SEO settings are taxonomies. And then we go to the sitemap to make sure the sitemap is turned on. So sitemap is there. So sitemap is turned on and it's got pest control Clearwater, pest control Clearwater sitemap. So that's cool. So that's turned on. So that's all that done. So now I need to go to my contact us page and change the blurb on that. So let's just go to pages, all pages. So these are all the pages I've got in. So contact us, edit it. Okay, so it's basically going to change this. This is going to be contact our pest control experts. And then basically what I would do here is get ChatGPT to come up with something for my contact page. I'm not quite sure why this is not in shortcodes, because I'll probably put it in shortcodes after this. But I'll leave that for now instead of wasting your time. That's all I'll do. I just change that to be whatever it is. So that's that one done. Now I need to change the image on the join our team and change the blurb as well. So let's go to all pages, join our team. And so this has got like sort of a security thing on. So basically I need to click on there, replace that image, open media library. And I've got no pest control in here. Oh, no. Okay. Let me find some pest control pictures. And so let's have that one. So we just put that in. Pest control. Yeah. Okay. And just do select. That changes that. Decent thing. Obviously, you can move it up a bit so it looks a bit better. But that's all we need. And then we need to change this. So basically, this becomes pest control companies application. We provide pest control. If I change that to be pest control exterminators. Let's get another keyword in. It's all the way around the customer. We can't go from 3 fields. Home security. Pest control companies. And location to that. Especially I think that's all it needs changing. That's my form. So do save. This is just basically to try and get people to join my lead simplify system so that I can sell them leads. That's me join our team done. Okay, so now we're going to shortcoder because, like, as you know from like sort of Magic Page plugin, I love using shortcodes, which is why like sort of I'm not sure why these aren't being put in shortcodes and the contact page, but so I just need to change these. So I'll just go in each one and just change them to that. So that, update that, all shortcodes. Oh, that one's changed them out, all shortcodes. Oh, I clicked the wrong one, that's why. All right, go off. Change that. Company address. That's a Miami address, so that'll do. Oh no, I'm doing Clearwater in Florida, aren't I? Let's have a look. There's my other pest control Clearwater site. Let's pull this up. So jump into here. Got magic page. Let's go to Clearwater. Scroll down till we find the address. It's here, Clearwater, Florida. So in here. Florida. So that is a zip. We do that. Get that. So lead form. Now this is going to be a home security form, so I need a form for this one. So let's open this. Come on. There's a reason why I hate Elementor. It takes so bloody long. There's my form details there. So click that, edit that, code, copy all that. That's me form. Delete that. Paste that in. Update that. That's my lead form done. Click the call button. So I now need my phone number. That'll be where's my phone number? There we go. So change that. Update that. All shortcodes. Now I've got another phone number somewhere at the bottom. Okay. So company name is going to be Clearwater. Yes, Control Pros. Update that. Shortcodes again. Site URL should have changed automatically. I always check it. Yep. All shortcodes. The county. It's in Pinellas County, I think. Let's update. Location. It's Clearwater. Date. And the email address. That wants to be that. That's that. Update that. That's all my shortcodes done. Yep, that's all them done. So now I've got to customize it. So basically, appearance, customize. And we go to here, and we go to site identity. And now I need to change this to become Clearwater Pest Control Course. I want to change my logo. Let's find my logo. Copy these three. Just drop these up here. That's so that one first. So drop that in. Let's keep copying. What's happened there? Oh, bugger. When I've downloaded that, I haven't done the background box. I'll have to change that one. What a bummer. I'll change them later. Not change them now. I'll change that image like that. Meant to do transparent background on them and I haven't. But never mind. Change that. Not sure why this is not selecting. Okay, let's just go with this one for now then. Don't know what's up with that, but we'll just leave it at that for now because I need to change them. But that's all I'll do. I just change them there. So then let's go back and what we're doing here. Change site title, logo, site icon, done that. Customize the header, change the mobile logo. So basically all you do there is go to layout, header, and change this logo to be one of them. It's done. Press publish. Colors. If you want to change your colors, you can do. So basically you just go in and you can change, go back to here, go right out, go to colors, and then you, obviously that's your header, so you can change your header to whatever colors you want. Quite don't mind that, to be honest with you, so I'm going to leave it. Primary navigation I'll leave. I'm going to change the navigation text so that it's maybe that blue. No, let's have it standard, have it white. Yeah, that stands out better. And then the light blue when you hover over it. Yeah, that's fine. Buttons, things like that. Got them the orange, I'm going to leave them to stand out. And footer bar, text it right in blue. That'll do. That's your footer bar there. So you publish that. So additional CSS, I changed my floating buttons color because I've got a floating button on. So go to here, additional CSS. So in here, I've got like floating button in a sticky form. But we've got floating button. So if we cut this down, go here, open that so you can see. Pop it out a bit. Oh, that's the wrong one. Should have done that view before. That's it there. Pop it on so you can just drop it. When it goes down, we've got this call button here. Right, but I'm just leaving that orange as well because it's the same color as the other buttons. So I'm not bothering with that. Customize, change from appearance elements. Okay, so now this is parts, all of the rest of that, what I've done, that's all standard as far as WordPress goes. This next bit is part of like sort of GeneratePress. So you might not have it if you're not using GeneratePress. You come out of there. More than likely they'll have something similar. So obviously I don't know what that would be. So go into Elements. If we just show the published ones. These are just layouts for the pages. And it just says like sort of where the pages go. And then these are like the headers which I need to change. So like the location page headers. So they're the headers which are going to go on all the pages which the local content engine is going to change. So I need to change this, replace this. So let's open a media library and let's go up to here, find me images again. And let's pick that image will do. Pest control spraying under. That'll do. And just do select. We've got that done. So then we've got this blurb here. The best. That one's changing. Pest control. That should actually be a shortcode. So let me do this. That's my location shortcode. So copy that. Okay, let's go back to SC. Doing that. Name, location, square bracket, slash SC, square bracket. So I can get rid of that. And the surrounding areas offering same-day appointments and expert installations. Don't wait until too late. Contact center the first step. Same-day appointments, expert. Removals. Don't wait until too late. Contact state to the first step toward this. Let's save a pest-free home. Oops. Now I need to change the phone numbers on these. So what was the phone number? Can't remember. That one. Change that there. And then I want to change this. like that. And on the bottom one, all I need to do is change the actual tile bit. That's that done. And that puts in my form there. And that's that done. Oh, actually, I need to change this. This wants to become Clearwater. Yes. Control Pros. And then we save that. So location page headers, I've changed the image, changed the title, get in touch, and change the phone numbers. And the static page headers. So these are if I create any static pages, or when we get local content engine to create static pages, I need to change these. That one's done actually, so I can get rid of that one now. Don't need him. All I'm going to do is change the picture. I'm just going to use the same one. Use that one. Select. Pull that up a bit so it looks more simple. And save. Okay, so now that's done. As it says, I back it up to the base site folder. Now what I'm going to do is go to here. And I'm going to back it up by going to Updraft Plus. Because obviously I've like updated all the plugins and stuff like that, I'm going to back it up to this base site folder, which is me blank content. Okay. I'm just going to back that up now. Close that. And now I'm going to back it up again, but this time I'm going to go to, instead of blank 3 local content, I'm going to do a blank Pest control USA. I'm going to do local content engine. Oops. Right. So local content engine, pest control USA. So I know what that is. So I'm now going to save that changes. Because now, when I want to do a pest control site, I'm just going to have to download this, change a few shortcodes, and it's done. So this has took us about half an hour now to do it, but that's converting it from a home security site over to a pest control site. So now that that's done, let's close that. Back here, back up the base site I've done. So now I've got to build the site. Okay. So what I need to do is create a new project, get my URL. There's that. Add it in. Add this in. And then put my app password in. Let's have a look. Have I got my app password? It should be my app password. So do that. Test the connection. Oh, obviously that was a failed one. It must be a different bloody app password. Have a look. Have I got on? Never mind, I'll change the password. So basically, for those that don't know, If you go to your users, all users, edit, so I'll put this in. All you do is you do local content engine there, and I'll blank this bit out when I do the video, because then I create the application password. I then copy it and then put it in here. So then I go back to local content engine and I stick the application password in again. Do test connection, and that one's connected. So now I'm connected to WordPress. Okay, so that's good. So now I want my business name. So it's Clearwater Pest Control Pros. I want my address. Let's go to, go to shortcoder. Company address. Copy all of that. Yeah. Stick it in. Get rid of all the gubbins. That's my address, my phone number. Where's this one at? That was down there. So now I'm going to do pest control. Auto generate. So now this will generate all of the services that a normal pest control company does. So I'm just going to edit this so it just says pest control. Termite inspection treatment. I don't want rodent control because the Lead Smart don't do that, so I'll take that out. Ants, yeah, flea and tick, cockroach. We don't do wildlife. Probably don't do that and don't do that. So let's move cockroach control up to there. I tend to only do 4 or 5 services anyway, myself personally. Obviously, you can do up to 10, but this one's obviously got 6 flea and ticks, bed bugs, but that will do. Now I go generate the business description. And once you've generated this, you do want to actually give it a quick read over. Okay, so Clearwater Pest Control Pros is a premier choice for pest management solutions in Clearwater FL. Pest control services. Safeguarding homes and business from what pests, so we focus on tenant section and treatment. A team of certified experts. Things like that. Get rid of it. That's fine. So now I want my business email address, info at. We go here. So then website URL. Yes. Oops. There. And I do want qualification, stuff like that. Opening hours. Monday to Sunday. 24 hours. And then we do continue to locations. So we go select your country, United States, select your county region, that's Florida, and select your town, city, Clearwater, and let's do just a 10-mile radius. If you want to, you can do a 10 mile, you can do 15, do 30. It's better to do a small radius and then expand it or do a different city and then do another 10-mile radius, like somewhere close to Clearwater. But I'm just going to do 10-mile radius. I'm just going to go discover locations. That's now started. So it's looking for all the major towns and cities. It's only found 8. And actually only found 6 which were valid. So I can change the location settings if I want. I can go back and think, okay, let's do, see if this puts any up by going to 15. And discover locations. So it's only added 1 more. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's go to here. And this time, let's do, there's not Dunedin in there. What's close to Clearwater, Coral Springs, David, Philadelphia. I don't know what's around there. Oh, Largo. Largo? Yeah, I think Largo is close to there. Let's do Largo, and let's drop it back down to 10. Do discover locations. Okay, so we've now got, it's already got 9 locations, so never mind. We've got Bel Air Bluffs, Clearwater, Dunedin, Largo, Oldsmar, Palm Harbour, Pinellas Park and Safety Harbour, and Tarpon Springs. That will do nicely. So from there, we go to now content generation. Generate the content. Now let this piece finish. Because what this is doing now, this is basically generating those pages for you. And it's already created the content for them, or I should say it's already created the pages. And if we go to the content generator, it's now processing 5 pages. So if I go to here while that's processing and go to pages, all pages, we've gone from having 4 pages to having 13 pages. Then we go to this bit here. It's completed 5 of them. And what it does first off is it creates the actual content first. And then after creating the content, it goes through and it does all the internal linking for the content, which is why we had 9 pages, but we've now got like sort of 18 different jobs going. So it's now, like I say, it's doing all of the actual internal linking. We've got 8 to go. While that's completing, let's have a look at this. So one thing you've got to make sure of is in your settings, in your permalinks, you're on post name like that. And then the other thing what you need to change is you need to go into your settings and your reading. And you need to change this to a static page and you want to select your that one there. Pest control service in Clearwater. Like that. And then save changes. And then let's go back to content engine and all are done. That's everything done. All my pages are done and interlinked. If we go back to here, if I now go and do my home page, Clearwater Pest Control Pros, get in touch today, blah, blah, blah. Welcome Clearwater Pest Control. That's got a link back to the home page. That goes to Oldsmar. So you put one link on that page, but we've got the basic information down here. Why choose us? And then if we click on here, clear what pest control flows, well, clear what pest control flows in Oldsmar. And then we can go through and each of the pages will be linked together. Now, obviously, what I do now is tend to leave this alone for a bit. Add it to Search Console, which will help to get it indexed. And then just leave it and let it settle for a week or 2 weeks and see what's happening. Once it's indexed, that's when you need to start putting links to it, like sort of your citations, and then sort of your social properties, and then building out other properties around it to use as single niche PBNs. Because now everything is done on this. Well, actually, there's one more thing I need to do. I need to go through to here. Is that this one? And I need to go to Updraft Plus. And I need to do settings. I do weekly. I do weekly. I have 6 variations of it. So for 6 weeks, this will save and then it'll delete the week 1 and start again. But then I need to change this to, let's just quickly change this. I want this. And copy that. Just change that to there. Save me changes. And then do backup. Now that now means that this site is going to get backed up every week, and there will always be 6 backups. So if somebody hacks it, I've got 6 tries to go back and find the one that's not being hacked. Well, that's it done. Close on that, and that's it. Hope that was useful, guys. Catch you on the next video. Bye.